Hello and welcome. My name is Tisha Downing, and I'd like to invite you to the class today, and I will be leading you on your yoga journey. Know that today you are practicing at your own risk, so please be mindful to your body. Your palms can be face up or face down, eyes opened or closed, or you can have a nice soft downcast looking at the mat. I'd like you to get into a nice seated, comfortable position, however that looks in your body. Take a nice deep breath in and allow yourself to get nice and comfortable. Allow the eyes to softly close if that's comfortable to you. I invite you to breathe in and out through your nose. Otherwise, breathe with your mouth when needed. Begin to bring your awareness inwards to your breath. Notice how your breath feels and where it is in your body. Relax your jaw and allow your tongue to rest on the roof of your mouth. Relax the space between the eyebrows and slowly start to deepen the breath, bringing it deeper into your belly. As you inhale, feel your belly expand like a balloon. As you exhale, feel your navel draw toward your spine. As your breath draws deeper into your belly, there is very little movement, if any, from the chest. We are now doing what's called the yogic breath or belly breath. This allows for the deepest kind of breathing, replenishing the body and mind and preparing it for your yoga practice. Begin to inhale to a breath count of 5, counting your own breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue a couple on your own. And then when you're finished, slowly return to a normal, comfortable pace of breathing. And gently bring your palms together in front of your chest and slightly bow your head. And just take a moment. Begin to rub your hands together vigorously, creating a little bit of warmth. We're going to take our hands and gently place them on a spot that may need a little bit of extra love today. And just send all our love and healing warmth to that area. And then bringing your hands back to your lap, palms facing up or down. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly exhale it out. We're gently going to bring our chin to the hollow of our throat, allowing the back body to stretch, and just breathing deeply, allowing the shoulders relax away from the ears, and then gently bringing our head back up to center. And then we're slowly going to allow the chin to look over to the right shoulder. Continuing to breathe deeply, allowing the shoulders to relax, and slowly bringing the head back to center. And then gently exhaling the head back down to the center. Continuing to breathe nice and slowly, then bringing the head back up to neutral. And then slowly moving the head over to the left. Your eyes can be either opened or closed, whatever feels comfortable in your body. And then releasing the head back to the center. And we're going to gently drop our right ear to our right shoulder, relaxing the shoulders. And gently bringing the left hand out to the mat and gently hovering it about an inch off the mat. And slowly bringing that right hand up and over the head, gently allowing the fingertips to lightly fall on the left ear. Just to deepen the stretch, see how your body feels, relaxing both shoulders. And inhaling and exhaling nice and slowly. Then bringing hands back to the lap. Bringing your head back to the center. And then gently allowing the left ear to fall to the left shoulder. And slowly bringing the right hand out to hover about an inch off the mat. And then just gently bringing the opposite hand over. And gently placing it on the opposite ear. Breathing, allowing both shoulders to gently fall away from the ears. And gently bringing the head back to center and the hands to the lap. And just noticing what you notice. And gently bringing both hands down to the mat. Gently walking the right hand out to the side and slowly bringing the left arm up, making sure both hips stay down. Gently reaching, making lots of space between the side ribs. Reaching, keeping both hips down. And walking that hand out just a little further, stretching. Maybe you want to close your eyes, and we're slowly going to turn towards the center. Lifting our ribs up towards the ceiling. And breathing, keeping both hips down. And then angling the chest towards the center and then coming up and over. Bringing both palms to the mat. And then walking the left hand out to the side and lifting up and over with the right hand. Again, making sure that hip does not pop up off the mat. And reaching towards the side, stretching out the side body, making lots of space between those ribs. And reaching further and breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And lifting that chest up towards the sky. Continuing to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Looking towards the center and reaching up and over, bringing both palms down towards the mat. Flipping up the hands, inhaling. And slowly flipping the palms and exhaling them down to the mat. And matching your movements with your inhales and exhales. And then maybe moving your head to match your inhales and exhales with your arm movements. Lifting and breathing. Nice and slow, matching your movements and your inhalations and exhalations. Nice and slow, matching your breath with your movements. And then gently twisting towards your right. Bringing your right hand to your left knee and twisting towards that shoulder. Lifting up through the crown and twisting even deeper. And breathing and holding. And then lifting and inhaling. And then as we exhale, slowly turn towards the left. Bringing that left hand towards that right knee. And looking over that shoulder. Lifting through that rib cage and turning and seeing if we can reach up just a little further. And lifting back towards the center, palms together, and releasing hands to heart center. Just taking a moment here. And then bringing the soles of the feet together. Maybe rocking from side to side. Sitting high up on the sits bones. Creating some movement in the body and then finding stillness. Bringing the elbows to the thighs. Pushing into the thighs. Not worrying if the knees go down to the mat. And hinging over from the hips, stretching through the spine. Elongating the spine and reaching. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling, coming down, pushing into the thighs and exhaling forward, breathing nice and slow and moving at just little increments. Breathing in and slowly exhaling forward. And when you feel like you can't go any further, gently tucking that chin into the hollow of your throat and gently rounding the shoulders and reaching forward. And slowly exhaling over. And breathing in and slowly exhaling out. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back up. And then bringing your hands underneath your knees to help them up nice and slow. Bringing your hands down, fingertips facing forward. And then just windshield wipering your knees back and forth. To massage those hips, being nice and kind to your hips. Just rocking them back and forth, nice and gentle. Being kind to our hips, enjoying the massage. And then sitting crisscross applesauce, maybe putting the opposite leg over. We're going to work on a little bit of shoulder movements, up, back, and down. Nice and slow. Doesn't that feel nice and good? Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And then reverse it, up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Keep repeating, up, forward, and down. And breathing, matching the breath cycle with the movements. And then just working on one shoulder, up, forward, and down. There you go. And then the opposite, up, forward, and down. And then back, up, back, and down. Come on, get working. Keep it going. In the opposite, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Now we're going to get our mind thinking. We're going to bring one shoulder forward. Okay, you're standing with me, right? We got this. Now, as one goes forward, one goes back. Get that mind working this morning. You got it. That's it. One forward, one back. And the opposites. There we go. You guys can do it. That's it. Keep it moving. You guys are doing good. Keep it going. Reversing it is wonderful. Keep it going. Doesn't that feel great? And some shoulder shrugs up and down. Now shake it all out. That's it. Shake the hands, shake the hands. Now we're going to bring our pinky to our thumb, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and just shake it out. Shake, 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 shake it out. Palms facing up. One over the other. Drop that shoulder and then pull it towards our face, making sure that shoulder drops. Enjoy that stretch. Making space between the shoulder blades. Continuing to breathe and then release. Opposite over, pulling it down, forward to our face. Drop that shoulder. There you go. That's it. Just relax, making space between the shoulder blades. And relax and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, shake everything out a little bit. Now we're going to come to our hands and knees. However, just moving nice and slow, taking your time, snap, crackle, pop, just work it over. We're going to bring our knees under our hips and our wrists under our shoulders. Unless we have wrist issues, we're going to walk our hands a little bit ahead of our wrists, of our shoulders then. And we're going to engage that core, bringing our navel back towards our spine. And we want our ankles right behind our knees. Maybe take a look back to make sure you can't see your feet. And if you can, make sure they're coming right behind your knees. Crown of your head is reaching forward, pulling those shoulders back. And just take a few breaths here while you're in tabletop, pulling the shoulders back. Core is engaged. Knees under hips. Then we're going to work on some cat-cows or some cow-cats. Inhale on the cow. And then we're going to exhale on the cat, dropping that belly towards the mats, lifting the head up towards the sky. Cow rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin. And just repeating a few on your own breath cycle. Inhaling and exhaling how it feels good into your body. Maybe you want to hold in a cow for a little bit or hold in a cat. Doing what feels good into your body. There you go, working the cat-cows. Moving what feels good in your body. And at any time, feel free to take a child's pose if you need to. Just working at your own pace. Working through the cat-cows, just inhaling and exhaling. Dropping the belly down towards the mat, lifting the head, rounding the shoulders, and continuing to breathe. Matching the movements to meet the inhalations and exhalations. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. And then when you're ready, coming into stillness. You're going to take that right foot, tucking that toe, flexing that foot, bringing the toe back, and rocking forward and backwards. There you go. Then when you're ready, coming back into the center, lifting that heel no higher than hip height, flexing that foot, the toe is angled down towards the mat. And if you'd like to try spinal stability, lifting the opposite hand, palm facing in, the core is engaged, navel back towards the spine. Crown of the head is reaching forward, looking down at the mat. Then bringing the hand and the knee in, and then we're slowly going to push back towards child pose. Fingertips reaching forward, forehead down towards the mat, not worrying if the bottom reaches the heels or not. I have knee issues, so my bottom never reaches my heels. But if you'd like, you can place a bolster down between your bottom and your heels. That may help if you need it. Then we're going to gently walk our fingertips over towards the left, reaching forward with that right hand so we can get a nice stretch towards that right side body. Pushing that right hip out. And then slowly coming back towards the middle. Forehead down to the mat. And then coming back up towards tabletop. Engaging that core again. Reaching that left heel back. Tucking that toe. Making sure that the eye of the elbows are facing the opposite corners of the mat. And then making a rocking motion, coming up and back. Engaging the core. Pushing through the heel. And then gently lifting the heel up towards the sky, toes pointed down towards the mat. If you'd like to try spinal stability, lifting the opposite hand, palm facing in, cores engaged, looking down towards the mat. Bring the hand down and the knee down and gently pushing back towards child's pose. Reaching those fingertips up towards the short end. And again, not worrying if the bottom reaches towards the heels. Walking those hands over towards the right, reaching the hips over towards the left. Taking that left hand, reaching it up towards the corner so you can feel that side body stretch on the left side. And bringing the hands back towards the center and exhaling. Coming back up towards tabletop. Everybody doing good out there? We're going to take that right leg and kick it out like a kickstand. The left toes are going to point towards the long end of the mat. We're coming into side plank. Taking that left hand, reaching it up towards the sky. You can look down at the mat, straight forward, or up towards that hand. Core is engaged. And taking deep breaths in and out. Again, making sure that core is engaged. If you like, you can lift that left leg off the mat. I'm going to keep mine down. And then bringing that left hand down to the mat. And then coming back into tabletop. And we're going to do what I call wagging the tail. Taking that left hip and left shoulder. See if we can meet. And then doing the opposite. Left shoulder, left hip. And then the right shoulder, right hip. That's why I call it wagging the tail. And then I'm going to flip over to the side, stay where you're at. I'm going to kick out that right knee. Coming to a right side plank, taking that right arm up towards the sky. You can look down at the mat, straight forward, or up towards the left hand. Core is engaged, reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Continuing to breathe, nice deep breaths in and out. Again, you can lift that leg up no higher than hip height if you like, or keep it down on the mat like I am. And then coming back into tabletop. And again, we're going to wag the tail on this side, or just take a child's pose. And this time we're going to take another way to do a child's pose, bringing your hands back towards your feet. Crown of the head is reaching forward and the forehead is to the mat. Deep breaths in and out. Bringing your hands back to child's pose. Back to tabletop, excuse me. Engaging that core. Going to work on a little bit of core to help with our lower back. Making sure that the eyes of your elbows are towards the opposite corners. We're going to slowly tuck our toes. We're going to push back towards our heels with our bottom. Just stretch out our soles of our feet. And here we're going to work on a little bit of hovering table. So we're going to inhale and gently lift our knees about an inch off of the mat. So we're going to make sure we're going to engage our core. You got that? So take a nice deep breath in and gently lift your knees off the mat. Crown of the head is reaching forward, core is engaged, pulling the shoulders back away from your ears. You good? Good. You may feel a little bit of a rumble in your lower belly. That's because you're engaging that core. Nice deep breath in and lift, looking down at the mat. Continue to breathe. Don't hold your breath and lower. You guys doing? Flip those feet. We're just going to tap those toes out a little bit. Just tap, tap, tap. I hope you don't hate me yet. We're going to do a few more. Just wag the tail, left and right. Okay, tuck those toes again. Engage that core. Ready? Let's go. Inhale and gently hover, looking down at the mat. Continuing to breathe. Crown of the head is reaching forward. and breathe. Continue, you got this. And slowly push into a downward dog. A little bit of movement, maybe walk the dog. You did it. Good job. Bend and straighten. You got it. Maybe walk the dog, maybe bring your legs out wide to the side. Maybe bend and straighten your arms. Just a little bit of free movement here. Play around with your downward dog. And then when you're ready, find a little bit of stillness. Looking back at your ankles, shins, knees, or thighs. And then come up on your toes. And then slowly push your heels down towards your mat. Not worrying if they touch or not. In yoga, we can imagine coming back up on your toes and gently pushing your heels down towards the left. Coming back up on your toes towards the center. Then slowly pushing them towards the right. And then gently coming back up on your toes. And then gently pushing them down towards the mat. And again, not worrying if they touch or not. And then gently stepping up, bringing your feet up to your hands. And coming into forward fold, bending your knees as much as you need to bring your palms to the mat. Walking your hands over to the left, back to the center, and then walking them over to the right, and then gently back to the center. And then moving your head up and down, left and right, and then slowly walking your hands up your body, allowing your head to be the very last thing to come up, and then gently releasing to mountain pose, palms either facing forward or into your thighs. We're going to release to mountain, adjusting your clothes as needed. And we're going to step with our feet about hip width apart is the size of your fist, bringing your fist to the middle of your feet, and that's hip width apart. We're going to gently lift up like a wave and then release into mountain. And then gently close our eyes and take a moment. We're going to tuck our chin and think about our ears coming over our shoulders over our hips, and engaging that core. Maybe our hands are facing forward or they're facing in towards our thighs. And just close our eyes and take a moment to breathe in and out. Maybe your eyes are closed or open. Inhale, arms up over your head, and gently exhale over, hinging from the hips. Bringing your hands to your shins, straightening your arms for half lift, looking down at your mat, crown of your head reaching forward, then exhaling over for forward fold, and then sweeping your arms up, palms together, exhaling hands to heart center, and then releasing back to mountain. And inhaling, hands up, exhaling over to forward fold, hands to shins for half lift, releasing down to forward fold, fully exhaling, hands to shins for a half lift, and then exhaling fully for forward fold, and then inhaling, arms up, palms together, and exhaling, hands to heart center, and releasing to mountain. Then we're going to step up to the small end of our mat, inhaling, exhaling over to forward fold, halfway lift, exhaling over to forward fold, stepping back to downward dog. Just lifting the right leg, bending it and stepping to lunge. We're going to drop that left knee, tucking those toes and then untucking. Bringing that left hand next to the the right foot, and bringing that right hand up, twisting towards the knee, looking up towards the right hand if that feels comfortable. Bringing the right hand down, tucking the right toe, picking up that right knee, stepping into forward fold, stepping back, dropping that back knee, untucking that toe, bringing that right hand towards the left knee, turning and lifting towards that left knee, bringing hand down, tucking that back toe, lifting that back knee, stepping into forward fold, hands to shins for half lift, releasing to forward fold, and inhaling, palms together, releasing hands to heart center, and releasing to mountain. Inhaling, palms together, exhaling to forward fold, inhaling to half lift, exhaling over to forward fold, stepping back to downward dog, picking up the left knee, bending it in, stepping into lunge, dropping that right knee down, untucking the toe, taking the right hand, turning towards the left knee, bringing that left hand down, tucking the toe, stepping into forward fold, stepping back to low lunge, twisting towards the knee, picking up that left knee, stepping into forward fold, coming to half lift, over to forward fold, and inhaling up, palms together, exhaling hands down to heart center, and releasing to mountain. Inhaling up, exhaling over to forward fold, half lift, exhaling over, stepping back to down dog, lifting right leg, stepping to low lunge, dropping that back knee, or keeping it up for high lunge, turning towards the knee, bringing hand down, and stepping in to forward fold, half lift, over to forward fold, stepping back, keeping that knee up for high lunge or dropping it for low lunge, twisting towards that left knee, slowly stepping into forward fold, stepping to half lift, coming down to forward fold, sweeping arms up, palms together, bringing hands to heart center, and releasing to mountain. Last time, inhale, fully exhale over, half lift, exhale to forward fold, stepping back to to downward dog, lifting left leg, stepping to high lunge or low lunge, keeping hips down, twisting towards that left knee, stepping into forward fold, half lift, down to forward fold, stepping back to high lunge, rotating towards that knee. You can drop that back knee for low lunge if you'd like, or stay to high lunge. And stepping into forward fold, hands on shins for half lift. Exhale over to forward fold, and then slowly lifting, palms for a back bend. There you go, palms together, hands to heart center, and release to mountain. You made it through. Nice sun salutation. Good job. Maybe close your eyes, take a moment to catch your breath. See how your body feels and just notice what you notice. We're going to step to the short end of the mat. We're going to step back with that left foot. Bending that right knee, making sure it doesn't go over that ankle. Making sure you can see that big toe. And that left leg, making sure that those toes are angled towards the long end of the mat. Your hips are facing the long ends of the mat. And your torso should be facing the long end of the mat as well. The only thing facing the short end are your right toes and your right knee. Bringing your arms out to a T. Looking over that right middle finger for warrior two. Engaging in that core, navel back towards spine, checking your back arm and your front arm, taking a deep breath in and slowly exhaling over for reverse warrior. Bringing that back arm down to your thigh, reaching the top arm up and over, keeping that right knee bent, pulled back so you can still see that big toe, and exhaling back over towards warrior two, and breathing, bending that right elbow, bringing it towards the right thigh, taking that left arm up over your head, looking down at the mat, looking forward, or if you want to check that balance, looking up underneath your arm. Core still engaged. Then we're going to slowly straighten that right leg. You can bring your hand down or keep it up by the thigh, making sure that that chest is nice and open. Arm is reaching up towards the sky. Then we're going to slightly bend that knee, bringing the right elbow back towards the right thigh. And then slowly come back up to warrior two. Then we're going to come to right triangle, reverse triangle. Left arm down towards the thigh, right arm up, and then come back to right angle. And we're just going to repeat this flow. Left hand back thigh, right arm up. And continue to match your movement with the breath, moving at your own flow, at your own pace. Nice deep breath in, matching the movement with the flow. Inhale and exhale, nice and slow. Keeping that core engaged, watching that the knee doesn't move in, and then exhaling back to warrior two. Bringing the hands on the hips, straightening that knee. And then we're going to slowly move both toes towards the long end of the mat. Bringing hands on the hips. Engaging that core. And slowly exhaling over to wide leg forward fold. Bringing our hands underneath our shoulders. You may want to walk your feet out if you need to. And we're slowly going to bring our right arm to the middle on the mat. And bring our left arm behind our back and slowly twist towards the left shoulder, and then bring our left arm up. You can look up towards the sky or down towards the mat or straight ahead. If you're looking up towards that left arm, it may check your balance. If you'd like, you can wrap your left arm around for a bind. Don't worry if your left arm doesn't reach. I have extra long arms, almost monkey arms. So that's why I'm able to reach behind my back. But if not, just keep your arm on the small of your back. And then we're going to bring our hands up towards the sky. And then we place our arm to the lower back, turn our shoulder back, and then replace our left arm to our right. And then bring the right arm around, place it on the lower back, and twist towards the right. And then slowly bring those right fingertips up towards the sky. And then we're going to take a bind, only if you'd like. And then if you have monkey arms like me, I invite you to gently wrap those arms around your back, or if not, leave them towards the lower back. And then gently place them towards the sky, or gently turn them towards the lower back, and then place them back down to the mat. Bring them underneath your shoulders, bring them towards the lower back or the hips, and slowly using the core, bring yourself back up. We're going to angle the toes, the left toes towards the left side of our mat, coming into a warrior two on the left side, hips towards the long end of the mat, and slowly exhale to warrior two on this side, making sure you can see the left toes. And gently exhaling into warrior two, looking over the left middle fingers, core is engaged. And then bending the left elbow, bringing the right arm up over our shoulder, looking up underneath the shoulder if you wish, or looking down at the mat or straight forward, and then slowly straightening that left leg. Looking down at the mat, making sure the chest is nice and open, and then bending the knee, bringing the elbow right to the thigh, and then gently coming to warrior two, flipping that hand, bringing the right hand to the back of the thigh for reverse warrior, making sure the core is nice and engaged, coming back to warrior two, bending the elbow for right angle, bringing that the right arm up over the head, coming back. Now coming to reverse triangle, straightening that left knee and making it flow from left angle to reverse triangle, using your breath to guide you, inhaling and exhaling. Remembering to use your breath, moving nice and slow. Remembering to use your breath as a guide, and then slowly coming back to warrior two. Bringing your hands to your hips. Now we're going to bring our toes to the corners of our mat. Bending at the elbows, fingertips pointing up towards the sky, bending at the knees, pulling our elbows back and our knees back. For goddess pose, core is engaged, making our goddess flow. Inhale and exhale. 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 And we're going to hold, pulling our shoulders and our knees back, and hold, engaging that core. Continuing to breathe, and then straightening our knees. Bring our hands to the hips, toes pointing forward, bringing our hands back underneath our shoulders, and allowing our head to come down, moving from side to side and releasing our back. A little bit of free movement here, allowing our back body to relax and hang. Walking over towards the right, trying to get our nose to touch our knee, and over towards the left. And then coming into our lunge, and then stepping into forward fold. Come to half lift. Exhale over to forward fold, and slowly round up. And then gently release to mountain. Just take a moment. And adjust yourself. We're going to do a little bit of balance, starting with your left leg. Put that weight into your left leg, bending your right knee. Ooh, looking a mess. Bringing your hands to heart center. And just bending your right knee. Just close your eyes, pushing into your palms of your hand. How did that feel? A little bit of wobbly? Just close your eyes. Checking your balance, how you feel. How'd that feel? Now gently turn your right leg out and bring your right heel to your right ankle, onto your left ankle. And test it again. And how does it feel? Okay, now we're going to keep our eyes open and bring the right sole of your foot either to your thigh, never on your knee, or the inside of your leg. Keeping it either low or bringing it high. I have to keep mine low. Keeping your shoulders in line with your hips and your ears. And then pushing together, maybe allowing your tree to grow. Finding that dristy point in front of you. Core is engaged. And finding that point. And then come down. Okay, we're going to work on the other side. Bringing your weight into your right leg. We're just going to pop that left knee, palms together. I'm going to gently close our eyes. How's that feel? Check your balance. How's that feel? Okay? Then turn out that left knee. Don't sit in that hip. Lift up nice and tall. Crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Shoulders down and back. Shoulder blades together. Core is engaged. Okay, how's that feel? Now we're slowly going to lift that foot, sole of the foot to the calf, or up on the thigh, whichever you feel comfortable. I stay low because of my knees. And then you can make your tree grow. Checking your balance, core is engaged, ears, shoulders, hips. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Good. Perfect. Whenever you're ready, just come down whenever you need to. Palms together. And take a nice deep breath in at the top of your mat and slowly exhale over to forward fold. Grab your elbows and just do a ragdoll sway from left to right. That's it. Bring your hands back down. Halfway lift, crown of your head reaching forward. Hands down for forward fold. We're going to step back to downward dog. Come up on your toes. We're going to come over to plank. Bringing knees down. Come to tabletop. And reach your arm up nice and tall. And we're going to thread the needle, not coming all the way through. And then now coming through, reaching that right arm under left, bringing that palm face up, reaching that left arm towards the short end of the mat. Hips are reaching up towards the sky. You can reach that left arm up towards the sky, palm facing out if you'd like. You can take the bind and wrap it around if you want. Try and hook it around your thigh. And just relax and breathe. And release it, bringing that palm back up. Releasing it to the mat, and then gently bringing it underneath that left shoulder and pushing up. Bring the other palm. And then we're going to lift that left arm up to the sky and slowly reaching it under the right arm. Pushing that right arm up towards the short end of the mat. Hips reaching up. And then lifting that arm up towards the sky. And then slowly wrapping it around the small of our backs. Then if you like, you can take the bind. Eyes can be either opened or closed. Releasing it back to the sky and then back to the mat, and then slowly bringing it underneath the shoulder and then pushing back up to tabletop. And then we're slowly going to come towards our bottom. Bringing hips, pushing the heels up towards the sky, flexing our feet and pushing them up towards the sky. Taking deep breaths in, flexing those feet, bringing hands out to a T, and bringing knees into the chest, and allowing the knees to fall towards the left. You can look towards the left or towards the sky, or for a deeper stretch, looking towards the right. If this is too much for your back, you can gently bring that right hand down towards your feet. And take a few deep breaths in and out. And then gently bring your knees into your chest and slowly allow them to fall to the right side. Again, you can have your head looking up towards the ceiling, towards the way of your knees, or for a deeper stretch, looking the opposite way of your knees. Continuing to breathe nice and deep. And then bringing your knees into your chest and hugging yourself around the shins for a last gentle lower back massage. And then when you're ready, you can bring the soles of your feet down to the mat, bringing your feet to the edges of the mat, allowing your knees to drop in. Or you can bring your knees together or allow your body to reach out nice and long as you're preparing yourself for your final Shavasana, final relaxation. I invite you to sit into a nice, comfortable position and allow your body to relax and be still as you get ready for your final relaxation. Allow the muscles to soften and lengthen. Notice any sensations that arise anywhere in the body. You can tune me in or tune me out. I won't be offended. Acknowledge these, ask what they need, pay attention. Avoid any judgment and just stay aware and sensitive to these messages the body sends. Bring the focus of your awareness to your breathing. Notice the depth and pace of your breathing. Allow your breath to become slower, softer, and deeper. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Allow the abdominal area to rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Inhale and feel the breath traveling down to the abdomen. Exhale and feel the breath flowing upwards and out of the body. Stay connected to the sensations and feelings in the body. Give permission for the body to relax and let go. Breathe in love. Breathe out tension. Breathe in harmony. Breathe out discord. Breathe in healing. Breathe out disease. Stay focused on the breath. Allow the breath to become slower and deeper. Breathe in love. Breathe out tension. Breathe in harmony. Breathe out discord. Breathe in healing. Breathe out disease. Release all self-judgment and criticism. Focus on breathing in joy and love. Focus on allowing the body to heal. Allow the thoughts to assist healing. Release and let go of any blocks to well-being. Allow yourself to sigh. Let go. Focus on slower, deeper breathing. Release all self-judgment and criticism. Breathe in love. Breathe out tension. Breathe in harmony. Breathe out discord. Breathe in healing. Breathe out disease. Allow your body to be still and silent. Allow the body to share what it needs to heal. With every breath, allow the body to relax further. Allow a feeling of relaxation and calm to spread through your whole body. Be here and now. Allow the body and mind to flow together, creating a sense of peace and well-being. Now I invite you to take one last deep breath, bringing your arms up overhead, palms together. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your time, space, and energy with me. Namaste.